Shiva became the most important thing because Shiva means that which is not, that which is non-physical. Now is he the yogi that we're talking about? Is he a human being? Did he come from somewhere else? There is no parentage. When you talk about Shiva, there is no parentage, there is no place of birth, nobody saw him as a young boy to grow up. All the time when we saw him, he was about the same age and we don't know where he died. Such a significant human being, even in those times, if he died somewhere, they should have built a temple, they should have built some kind of a monument for him. Nothing like that happened. So there is no birth, there is no death, there is no parentage, there is no siblings, there is no anything to prove that he was here. Does it mean to say we can assume he came from somewhere? Not necessarily. But in many of if you look at the lore, it's very common to refer to Shiva as yaksha swarupa. This means, yakshas means always those kind of beings which are not human but who supposed to have existed in the natural environment in this planet. Whatever we were referring to, some kind of beings or creatures or whatever you want to call them, who are not human in nature. So many times in the lore, you will see any number of songs and other things talking about Shiva as a yaksha swarupa. So there are many things which point, but there is no specific proof that he came from elsewhere.
Shiva is known as swayambhu. Swayambhu means self-created. He is self-created. No father, no mother, a self-created being. Why this dimension is expressed this way? Because whole creation is rooted in the sound, and because out of his mastery over all sounds, that means out of his mastery over creation, he has created himself. So sound is his parentage. He is the Adiyogi. If you are the first yogi, once again self-created. Now, when we refer to him as a yogi, when we refer to anybody as a yogi, actually in one way, we are saying he is self-created. He is not available to the forces of normal destiny. He is not available to the forces of karma. He is not available to the normal processes of life. Fundamentally, the basic aspect of yoga is just that, to get into a process of self-creation where the nature of your body, the nature of your energy, the nature of your emotion, the nature of your mind, everything is created by you.
Shiva, one of the principal deities in Hinduism, is a god whose origins are steeped in mystery and symbolism. Unlike many other gods who have clear birth narratives, Shiva is often regarded as timeless and beyond birth and death cycle. In many Hindu scriptures, Shiva is referred to as Aja, meaning the unborn. This term emphasizes his transcendence over the physical realm, suggesting that he was never born and will never die. Shiva's existence is considered eternal, representing the infinite cycle of creation, preservation, and destruction that governs the universe. The earliest reference to Shiva can be traced back to the Vedic period, where he is identified with Rudra, a fierce and stormy deity. According to Rig Veda, Rudra was born from the anger of Brahma, the creator god. Brahma's anger, personified as Rudra, signifies the destructive aspect necessary for the cosmic balance. Over time, Rudra evolved into Shiva, assimilating various attributes and becoming a more complex deity. One of the significant myths associated with Shiva's origin involves his union with Shakti, the divine feminine energy. In the concept of Ardhanarishwara, Shiva and Shakti are depicted as one being, half male and half female, representing the inseparability and interdependence of the masculine and feminine principles. The name Shiva itself means auspicious. This aspect highlights his role not just as a destroyer but as a transformer who brings about necessary changes for renewal and growth. His birth, or more accurately, his manifestation, is thus seen as an auspicious event, bringing balance and harmony to the cosmos. Shiva's birth is a concept deeply embedded in symbolism and philosophy rather than a literal event. His timeless nature and the fusion with Shakti and his emergence as an infinite pillar of light all signify his transcendence beyond conventional narratives of birth and death. Understanding Shiva's birth through these myths and legends provides insight into his role as the eternal auspicious force that maintains cosmic balance, embodying the principle of creation, preservation, and destruction.